well as I should. Clock
start
management
cracking that whip
out of the Denny Green mold, I think.
I talk too much.
Is that why are you down on part-time guy?
Go ahead.
We'll take a quick pause. So we still have 3 games to go, including Gerby's Packers, who I'm officially sick of. We'll get to that next. Bumper to bumper back on the fan. Don't forget, coming up probably about 4:30 or so, Brian Billick. And I got a good question from big voice guy Dave Allen that I don't know that I've asked Billick this in a while. It's going to sound like I'll be sucking up to him, but I think it's a fair question. Why hasn't Billick gotten another shot? If you look at some of the pretenders that get opportunity after opportunity, wouldn't you think somebody would want to take a shot at him? Or what does that mean? Does it mean he's too high maintenance? Or
is it that a lot of owners think that it was just really such an extraordinary defense that year that anybody could have coached that team, and that Billick's, not that he doesn't know his X's and O's, but it was that would be my only, because you're right, he does have a ring, and when they bring up the guys that have had rings before, they always bring up Cowher and Gruden.
It didn't end well.
No.
But, he was a good offensive coordinator. I just think even let's say he hadn't won a Super Bowl, and they weren't as good offensively as they were supposed to be, given that he's supposed to be this offensive mind. I just, you think of some of the folks who get opportunities.
Speaking of having a ring, do you like the Fox promos where they have the rings and it gets them into restaurants and it gets them?
I love it.
I do like them.
How could you not?
I think they're very humorous.
Carl Gerbschmidt back with us for.
I have a ring.
What do you mean you have a ring? Well, of course, we all have rings. A wedding ring, you mean? What are you talking about? You don't get a Super Bowl ring.
You could buy one.
Well, but it doesn't. It's not the same as the players' rings.
Yeah,
you didn't.
It says Green Bay Packers on the Super Bowl.
Well, that's because they're ripping you off. That's because you're all lemmings over there, and you're willing to spend ridiculous.
I'm a conscientious. If you guys had any class at all, and tab.
Did you buy one? You buy one of those bricks in the wall?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
I suppose you wouldn't.
No, I really wouldn't.
Because you have no pride. It's okay. You don't have any pride. You have to have pride in things.
I don't have a passion either.
That's funny.
It's very funny.
That's funny. I
think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
All right, next game, second game. We got a long way to go. Let's get through it here. The Jets, the Saturday night game, and I'm a purist. I like regular schedule, both Saturday, Sunday. I know why they're doing it.
I know. I don't like it either.
Jets at Colts. Colts are favored by 3.
You can't stay up that late?
Well, no, I'll make it. I mean, it's, 7 o'clock Central?
When do you put your teeth in the glass?
Nap in the afternoon or something.
10. 10 o'clock generally. Some nights later now. It's for some reason, sometimes it's baby related, but regardless, the fashionable pick, the New York Jets, will start.
I fall asleep on the couch like at 10, get up at 1, and then read till like 2.
Well, I do some of that too.
Is that weird?
It might be weird, but I do some of that too, where if I wake up on the couch, I can't go right to sleep, and I got to read for a while.
Yeah. You're a big reader.
Always have been.
I stay on the couch.
Does that surprise any of us?
Yeah.
Good for you. Glad you can sleep through it all.
Sort of in that beached whale position, eh?
I'm sorry, was it my turn to talk?
No, it might have been. I'm not sure. No, let's see who is first. Now it'll be Guardsy.
You are correct. I am Guardsy today.
What's the point spread again?
The point spread in this game is we're going with 3.
3.
We got 3. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Jets to cover this one. I think it's going to be a close game, and maybe even the Colts pull out a 1 or 2 point win. But I think it's going to be within that 3-point margin. I'm going to go with the Jets to cover because of that stingy defense and Darrelle Revis.
Carl?
It's a tough game to call because there aren't a lot of what we call in the betting game trends, and there aren't a lot of trends on this game.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I think it would be nice if the only team wearing green in the playoffs next week is Green Bay. So I'm going to say that Indianapolis will win and cover.
Indianapolis will win and they will cover
because it would be nice if that would happen.
That's a great reason. Dan from Woodbury.
I took the Jets in Atlanta to meet in the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year.
I think you're starting to weaken.
Well, I am. I don't know why I was so fascinated. I put it this way:
you like the Maverick, Rex Ryan.
I have a fetish for Rex Ryan. I have a fetish for him.
His feet or his wife's?
Both. Yeah. Did you know that? Apparently, somebody check this for me? Every time it's 4th and a foot, he goes for it.
What?
Every
Was that from Flop, Sweat, and Tears?
Yeah, Flop, Sweat, and Tears.
Yeah.
Every time.
Is that when they left? Was that the one where they said, "Oh God, I'm going home"?
United, they ran for the aisles,
or something like that.
Yeah. I'm just going to stick with them, even though the Colts are playing better, and Manning's Manning, and I know they're not as good as they were. It's one of those things. Normally, I would say Manning's got the crafty veteran will find a way to win, and he probably will. But I don't want to go against my pick, and so I'm going to take the Jets by foot.
Colts will destroy.
Wow,
the Jets. I'm believing in it. The Colts. I like, there's a lot of ripping about the Colts the way they approach late in the season because usually they've clinched the division in mid-October. And
first time they haven't won 12 games, I think, in like 10 years.
But I mean, they've had no players. Now they're starting to get a little healthier. I don't buy into the Jets. I think Sanchez is gonna lay an egg. Although I still like him long term as a QB. I just don't think the Jets are that good at this point. I don't like the way they're playing, and I like it at home. I like the fact that Manning's had mastery, and as even your guy Rex Wright admitted, I say the Colts big. Is that 4? Yeah. That's 4 picks. Baltimore at Kansas City, and the road Ravens are favored by 3. We'll start with part-time guy filling in for
Road Ravens.
Gardsey.
Gardsey's sitting in the back seat in the basement on this one, so I'm going to go with the
Why
upset.
don't you let the young lady talk?
You're obsessed with intern gal, aren't you, Carl?
I don't blame him. But I'm going to go with the upset in this one just because Gardsey's got to get that one win that maybe you 3 don't get. And I'm going to strategy, exactly.
Right.
I'm going to pick the underdog, and I'm going to go with Matt Castle, Dwayne Bowe, and the Chiefs.
It's chess is what it's not checkers.
The chefs.
It's chess is what it is. Dan from Woodbury, will you go next?
I do this so well. That's probably why I don't fare very well in the prediction segment over the years. I don't know if I've ever won. I think once I won the regular season. I always go with my heart.
Your heart.
I want the Chiefs to win. I don't.
Why?
I don't know, because I like underdogs, because I'm an underdog. And so I'm going to go with and I do think the Chiefs. I think.
Well, I don't know how to break it to you. The Chiefs are 10-6.
Well, I know they are.
I don't think you're 10-6.
No. Well,
I mean, that's just me. But
probably 6 feet under.
Yeah,
that's probably what I am. I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Right.
I'm going to take them.
It's not a crazy pick.
Oh, it's not? Okay, good.
No, it's not a crazy pick. And I'll tell you why. It's because against the spread, the Chiefs are doing really well. And you got to be careful because it's just kind of a
spread's only
game.
3.
Yeah, but the Chiefs are doing pretty well against, and I don't know how many points Baltimore is going to score. But I'm going to take Baltimore, and because I just think that they're kind of tough guys. They're kind of a tough guy team, and I think that I don't think they could beat the Packers, but I think they're very good. They might get to the Super Bowl, so I'll take Baltimore.
Well, isn't Kansas City more of a tough guy town than Baltimore?
No, Kansas City is a bunch of pans.
So Baltimore's a tough guy town.
Let's be honest.
I don't think Baltimore's a tough. Well, in football sense, it was the old Colts. Here's the tough thing for me. I'm tempted to pick Kansas City because I think the Ravens. I think Joe Flacco for one is a little overrated myself, but. So was Kansas City playing possum late in the year? Or are they that bad? See, that's the problem, is how much should you read into late season performances? Because sometimes
would you trade Cutler
matters.
for Flacco?
Oof.
I mean, you think he's overrated, but would you trade Cutler for Flacco if you had the offer?
I'm not sure I would. Well, Flacco, the advantage of Flacco is, the icy, ice-cold personality. The guy is always,
Can't ruffle him.
You can't get him. Yeah, there's nothing you can get to him. No. You can't get to him. You can pound him. You can sack him 9 times. You're not going to respond.
Throw grenades out in the field. It wouldn't faze me.
I'm going to take Baltimore because I just think Kansas City is finishing in a way where they're starting to realize they're not that good. I'll take the Ravens to cover. Last and certainly not least, the Sunday 3:30 game, also on the Fan. Green Bay Packers 10-6 at Eagles 10-6. Eagles favored by 3. We'll start with Ryan. 3.
I'm seeing 2.5.
I see 3. I'm going with the Bodog.net line.
Let's see if I can get on Carl's good side with this one, because I think the Packers.
I don't care about you being on my good side.
He's completely bored with you.
I don't know what I did.
Your
to
mail,
Carl,
I think, is what it amounts to.
Maybe, but I'm going to go with the Packers on this one.
Why you want to hold her back?
We can try to let her get her take on there. I'm gonna pick the Packers. Here you go, intern gal. You want to give your 2 cents on
that?
Yeah,
you have a pick in this game, intern gal?
I actually do, and it has nothing to do with Carl. Carl, please don't take offense to this because I feel like our relationship here is just blossoming. But I'm going to have to go.
I'm a married man, so knock that crap off.
That's not what relationship always has to mean, Carl.
Exactly.
Women